Ladies and gentlemen, we have a special treat for you tonight. It is a
Yeah.
Tissue and the Tape podcast. It is Davis Backwards and Who State Your Name Gangsta.
Filmatic
Already know it's your
365.
boy, yeah, man, it's your boy RJ Payne, man, Mr. Murder
Yeah,
in less
yeah.
than 60 seconds.
That's
What's good,
right.
y'all?
That's right. We wanted to get right to it. No introductions because everybody that's listening to this right now, you already know. You already know what's going on. Our guy gets to it, gets right to it, gets busy. RJ, what's good
Hey,
with you, man?
oh man, I'm enjoying the wave, man. It's getting a little overwhelming at times, man, but I'm blessed, man. I'm happy to be here, bro.
No
No
doubt.
doubt. No doubt. When we spoke to you last, we were right on the verge of the mixtape coming out.
Yeah.
Originally the date was the 8th when we were talking to you, and then we added another 7 days to get everything correct. What happened with the 7 day addition to the
Oh man.
release?
The project, man, overall, like we only, like you said, it was the little minor setback, but the joint
Mhm.
came out crazy.
Yeah.
Way more downloads, views, everything than my previous projects. And it seemed like every day it's like new people, man, like pretty females. Like I'm not expecting, like, yo, I see you. The music is crazy, and it's like they like the most violent, the most bloodthirsty, punchline heavy joints. So it's
Mhm.
love, man.
You're spoiling people, man. People almost expecting it to be like a daily thing now. Like they waking up to these joints. Wait, like, yo, where's my joint? Where's my 60 second?
I ain't get my murder. Be looking at they watch. I mean,
Yo, the big homie Lord Jamal told me too. He'd be like, "Yo, sometimes you got to pace yourself. You got to chill." So every now and again, I'll make them wait 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, and then I start getting DMs like, "Yo, I don't know what you got going on, but do you need help? Are you okay? Whatever it is, drop a video."
hold on. What are they gonna do though? I mean, if they saying you need help, like, are they gonna come operate the smoke machine? Like, I mean,
Right. People just like, look, we don't care what you got going on. Just feed us, man.
Yeah. Which is just a great thing to see, man. It's got to be extra motivation for you, right?
Yeah, man, like it's crazy motivation. I feel like I'm getting better only because I feel like my audience is growing and I'm seeing it grow. So it's kind of like it
absolutely is
just
growing.
forced me to just get hungrier. So that's
Right.
where I'm at. I'm enjoying it, man.
Like before, you were saying like it doesn't really take you a whole lot to compile the joints, but like with anything, just repetition and practice just makes things as much easier. Has it gotten? How much
Right.
easier is it now than it was when you first started?
Yo, it's weird now. Like it's not harder. It's actually easier, but it might sound a little spooky, man. But I really be feeling like I'm kind of tapping into something now. It's like when I'm making the bars, it's like I know what y'all faces is gonna look like when y'all hear it. So it's kind of like it's just putting me in a different mind state.
Mm-hmm.
No
Yeah,
doubt.
man, that's crazy. Um, talk a little bit about we want to kind of get behind the scenes a little bit, man. Talk to us about the whole IE, just the whole philosophy, and just your team. Like let people know, like, because we only get a chance to really see you, but now that we
Right.
know that there's a production behind it,
Yeah, man.
Right.
we're curious, like what goes into just your just what you do, like what goes into your team, like how many people you got on your team.
Mm.
Didn't know how deep they was because they only sit together.
We like kind of deep, but you got Lord Jamal. That's the mentor. He
Yeah.
kind of
No
just
doubt. Shout
oversee
out to him.
everything. Yeah, shout out to the OG Lord Jamal, man. You got my brother PA Dre. That's like my other half, man. One of the dopest producers ever, like I've ever come across. Kid is amazing. You got my other man Orlando Benson. They a team and they family at that.
Okay.
You got my peoples, man. Chrissy Mack. She's like my PR / everything, whatever I need her to be at the moment. And that's pretty much it, man. I kind of keep a closed circle. But as far as the way we work, they really just follow my lead. Like Dre and them is always making beats. So like I don't even gotta ask for beats. Dre be flooding me at 3, 4 in the morning when I'm asleep. Like I wake up and my phone be crazy. So the beats is always there. And it's really just a matter of me deciding which direction we going in. Like last year, as y'all know, we had the ghost stubs and all of that. So now it's
Yeah.
just a matter of figuring out just an order to order the things, because last year was kind of random. So now we know what we're doing a little better. We're just trying to set everything up.
Yo, I want to definitely give a shout out to PA Dre, man. I was talking to him, and when this episode comes out, you will hear music from him. I was talking to him last night. He's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna send you something for the episode." And like you said, yo, true to your word, I got an email, and it's some fire in there that I'm like, you want me to use these on the show? Like I feel like there should be bars on these, but yo, I'm gonna play them. And we'll work everything out. If I hear somebody rapping over them, yo, I'm sending you a bill.
No.
Thanks.
on behalf of EI.
No doubt.
You already know.
Yo, all right. So for our audience, we're recording this right now, and there's so much that's going on in the news, but of course, if in the news right now, if it's not LeVar Ball, it's Donald Trump. And for those that are familiar with with your catalog, you actually did a song where you wrote a letter to Donald Trump.
Yeah.
How did that come about, and what are your views since you wrote that? It's been a while since you released that. It's been some time. Are your views still the same? And how do you feel about where he's leading us? In 2018.
I think the joint just came about just being like everybody else, just kind of watching what's going on. You know what I mean? You see the news, you see the memes, you see them on social media, so. It was kind of like, how can I put it out there without being so disrespectful that people that's actually fans of this guy won't listen? So I was like, let me approach it from a grown aspect instead of just coming across real raunchy F Trump. I was like, let me just kind of do the opposite and let him see what a grown black man would talk to him like. So I put it out. It did good. Lord Jamar ended up, that was one of the first things he did. He actually was retweeting it, comparing it to what M did in the BET joint. So it was a great reception and everything. But I think my mind state now, it's gonna be the same. Personally, I don't like to get into my political views because I personally believe that anybody that's getting paid to sit in them offices are not on our side. That's just me personally. So I think I think if people. Yeah, I think if people expect anything from Trump other than what he already been doing, man, I think they're crazy because we're going to see what we've been seeing. Ain't nothing going to change. And I think complaining about it is going to make it worse.
Yeah, okay. One of the things that you said in there that I liked at least was that, basically everything that Obama, spent 8 years doing, he tried to undo in his first day, basically.
Yeah, he definitely did.
So,
he's not going to stop.
Right.
He ain't going to stop no time soon.
Right, but it gave the audience a good insight, into just what your views are in terms of just how you're approaching it, and for MCs, it's good to get that variety. So we appreciate that type of feedback from you.
No doubt.
Yo, and that's one thing I wanted to ask you when you doing the murder in less than 60 seconds joints. What's the inspiration? What gives you when you think like, or is it like a song? Is it what do you hear something to say? Oh, I'm gonna rap about that, or is it just what you're feeling at the time? What gets you going?
Like now, it's just a matter of like I can't front. Like before, it was all love. Like all right, I'm just going off my 100% hip hop vibe, how I feel that day. Now it's that, but also it's kind of business involved. Now it's like all right. What can I give them I haven't gave them? And now it's getting to the point where since I know I'm getting an audience from battle rap and things like that, I might entertain them with the punchlines, but every now and again it cross my mind. I got grown people listening to me, so I got to give them some grown substance to deal with. So it's really not an order for that. It's really however I feel, and it depends on how much negativity I've been putting out. That's why my thing is called educated ignorance. You know what I mean? I kind of weigh, what have I been giving them? And it's the opposite sometimes. Sometimes I might feel like I'm giving them too much positivity. And I got fans that's 100% want to hear the rah-rah and the punchline. So I just got to walk the fine line.
Definitely giving them a good balance. I was listening to to the mixtape today in This Can't Be Life joint. I was like, yo, every time I hear that, I'm like, yo, that right there is like, that's like the perfect, like because when you balance it with some of the other joints in the mixtape, then you hear that joint.
Right.
And like, I don't know how much you want to go into that, you know, for those who have.
It's 100. We can do it, man. Whatever you want to
Yo,
know, bro.
That all right, so I'll let you break it down, but that's one of the realest things that I know you're not the only person that has happened to. It's happened to plenty of people out here, but you're one of the few people that actually rap about it. And I'll let you explain what that particular Murder in 60 Seconds pertains to.
I basically just recap a quick section of my life, man, for a small portion of my adult life. I thought I was a father. You know what I'm saying? I went through the ins and outs of being a father. I was there from the time the baby was born. The baby had my name. I told him to walk, talk, you name it. So when the baby got about, I think, almost 2 years old or something like that, if I remember correctly, I guess the baby mother wanted to go get child support. So I guess she went ahead with the process. I got a letter in the mail basically saying, yo, you got to come down here for child support. I'm confused. Like, what is this about? So make a long story short, I go to court. They was like, look, you can either just pay right off or you can take this DNA test for free. And I was like, I know he mine, but you know what? Let me just take the test. Took the test and he wasn't even mine. So I just kind of wrapped it up, man. It's a real pretty outside so y'all can see what it looked like and feel the pain without necessarily seeing me cry on camera.
No, like to do that in a minute is like that, like for everything that you've done, like all the bars, the metaphors, punchlines, everything. But to do that in 1 minute, I was like, yo, this is this dude's Like,
and then over that particular instrumental, like this can't.
Yeah, it was the perfect instrumental for that.
Like, haha, like it's like I see what you did there. Like,
right.
Yeah.
That's how I felt when I heard that beat. Like the beat came on one day, and I was like, let me just be honest a little bit.
And the little flip on it.
Don't know about.
The little flip that y'all put on it too, the little tempo that y'all put on it too. Yeah, that joint.
Yeah, man.
I like it.
Yeah, somebody hit me the other day. They were like, "Oh, okay." Like they was like, your man throws in the current events too, huh? I was like, "What you mean?" He was like, and this is someone like his, like, you know, his hip hop knowledge is, you know, it's on the surface. Like he likes like dope stuff, but I wouldn't say he's like a head like that. But he was like, "Yo," he was like, my man was talking about the UFO in LA. He said the people dropped him off. And like when he said it, I was like, "Oh yeah!" And I went back and listened to it. He was like describing the whole thing. He was like, he's like, they be on something. And he be on the mothership. He was like, "Yo, your man's is nice." And like it just, it kind of just threw me off because again, this is someone who, you know, he's a little bit younger, and you know, just his generation doesn't necessarily take in lyrics like that. But like for him to you know, kind of hit me like that, I was like, okay, like. It's a broader scope.
That's what's up, man.
You know what I'm saying?
That means a lot, man. To hear the youth is digging it.
Yeah. And he told me the reason why it kind of caught his attention was definitely like he was like, yo, I boopity boop. Like I listen to, you know, lyricists every now and then, but you know, I like the beats and I like the feeling of it. He was like, what really got me into it was he just like. Just watching the smoke come out. He was like, yo, like when that happened, I felt like I was watching, you know, like something I needed to pay attention to. And he said, you know, he ended up watching that one. He said he ended up just going through the whole hashtag and watching the joint. And he said he got on YouTube and then he said he just went through the rabbit hole one night. I was like, and I'm telling you, this is someone that does not listen to that type of hip hop. And I was thoroughly, you know, excited. He was just like, yo, I was like, yo, we're gonna be talking to him again. He was like, yo, tell boy salute. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like we rocking with him. So that was
thank you, man.
No doubt, I will, man. And I guess I put him on and he's like, yeah, I definitely gonna follow him. And you know, if he got something come out, I'm gonna check him out. So
no doubt, man.
When that happens,
like I appreciate it when anybody listen. My fault, I don't know if you heard me. I was just saying I appreciate it when anybody listen, man, but when you can get these new kids to catch a bar or something, man, it's like, you might as well clap and stand up. I'm happy for that one, man.
Yeah, like I said, I was like, what? Like he, you know, he's into And like I don't
Right.
fault him. I said that's
Right.
what you into, as long as you whatever. Every now and then he'll surprise me, and that, like I said, that definitely caught. I was like, you caught that? He was like, yeah. He said they dropped him off, and blah, blah. I was like, oh, that was dope. I was like, okay,
Right.
all right, okay, all right.
Right. Yo, and that was a classic night, man. Shout out to the homie Yuckmouth, man. That night, yo, it got crazy. All of the LA legends, man, and the Bay legends showed me crazy love that night. It was Yuckmouth, it was Mac Mall, it was Spice One.
Nice.
It was just crazy.
Yeah, that's dope.
Yo, and then on another note, man, me and my wife, we've been taking the because I'm always listening to the joint. So now, like anything that happens in under a minute, we be walking around this joint talking Pain. So
it's the crazy,
yo, I'm
man.
telling you, like, so it was in the microwave, and it was only stopped it at like 10 seconds. So she looked at me, I looked at her. Bang. So that's like a little like inside joke that we got, but I was like, I told her, I was like, when I come on here, I was like, I'm gonna talk about that drink because it was so funny, like, because like I didn't even think like she really was picking up on him like that. I mean, she listened,
right?
But when she stopped the microwave and it was on like 57 seconds, and she looked at me and was like, Pain. I was like, yeah, and we just rolled, yo. Like I was so wish the moment was on camera, yo. That joint was classic.
Wow.
But
that's
no, man, it's just like one of the things me and Vado always talk about is when things in hip hop they transcend hip hop and they start to become part of everyday life and they become part of the lexicon. And that's like with these Murder in 60 Seconds, they starting to become for a lot of people, man. Like I mean, you see people doing the challenges. I know you've seen it.
Yeah.
You address that a little bit. People kind of, they say about the NBA and the NFL, it's a copycat league.
Right.
You say that about hip hop a little bit.
It was cool. It's cool when it's cool. Like I think I'm not in a position to be like, yo, nobody shouldn't do what I do. If it inspires somebody to do it. But I think when you downright damn near dressed the same way, you're in the same lean, the same stance. It's like, bro, come on, man. Like,
yo, as long as we don't see the smoke, though. Like that's when you know.
Right.
That's when you know it's out of hand, yo. Like,
no
like,
smoke.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Speaking of, man,
that's not free,
that's just the right. That's just the part of me that's the MC though. That's like, man, I worked hard to get this little shine. I don't really like to see nobody start getting in my way. That's just the MC in me though. But to be realistic, I ain't really got a problem with it.
Let's get your perspective. Speaking of being an MC, let's get your perspective on just recently, Mad Skills, now known as Skills. He's someone who, is known throughout the hip hop community. And for the heads, everybody that's familiar with him, they know he gets busy not only with his pen but also, on the mic live and otherwise. And he's been doing the wrap ups for at least 13 years or so. Like he's been doing the wrap ups for a minute. Yeah. And here lately, Uncle Murder, aka Lenny Grant, he's been doing his here lately, and it finally came to a head. I think we kind of saw this coming. For those that are familiar with Skills, kind of felt
I thought it was going to happen last year.
Yeah, I thought it was going to happen last year too. And this year when you heard Uncle Murders, it was like, okay, like he kind of got a little disrespectful. Let's see what happens. And Skills did exactly what you would expect for MC of his caliber to do. What do you think about that? Like, do you think there's room, like you said, like, it's one thing to have your thing and then have somebody kind of pay homage to you a little bit and maybe do it, but what did you think about this whole situation with them?
I mean, Murder was straight up wrong. You know what I mean? He even said he was wrong. You know what I mean? But I'm from Brooklyn, so that's that Brooklyn bullshit.
That's what he said.
I don't know if we can curse. Part of me.
No.
But that's really what it is, man. That's a New York thing. Like it's a thing we got, man. If you got something that look nice, I think I'm gonna rock it better than you, so I'm gonna take it. And Murder did it, man. And whether he's a top tier lyricist or whatever, we ain't really. That's not the question. But you can't front whether you like him or not. He did kind of take it and make it his own.
Yeah.
Skills did come back, but I think it's a good look for either one of them. I don't think nobody really lost. But if you heard that murder come back like I heard it today, this is getting good, man.
Yeah. No,
it's getting good.
It's exactly what you would expect. I mean, for Skills to kind of go in the way he did, and kind of lay it down. Like, all right, if you want to get froggy, you can go ahead. We can do this if you want.
Right.
So I like that. It's I think they're mature enough to kind of keep it to the point where it'll be, just for the culture and nothing crazy. So
music only, please.
Yeah, I don't think nothing else gonna happen. I'm surprised, honestly. Uncle Murder responded. I don't know if y'all heard the response, but he responded, and it was better than I thought it would be.
Yeah, it definitely was. Skills say he, we kind of know him for the ad libs and kind of being a little charismatic a little bit, and we don't know him for the bars. But I mean, he can get busy. So
right, it was a win-win for hip hop. Honestly, we won because we got some entertainment. We got we got Mace. It's like we getting them battles back.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, that's first one of the year.
That's what's been missing a little bit. The competitive of it. So it's good to see that. Yep.
So let's talk about what you got coming up, man. I know it's a new year. Well, hold on. Before we do that, gotta say congratulations because we are talking to our breakout artist of the year for 2017. Yeah, man.
I appreciate y'all.
Yeah, man, yo, it wasn't like I know. Somebody said today that's only because he was on the show, and I'm like, no, because like there's no hall passes here. There's no everything that we give out is earned. Like you 7 projects, dozens of freestyles, enough to make a mixtape out of. Just hard work. You earned everything you got. So I wanted to salute you on 2017, But I'm gonna get Millennial real quick. That's gone. So we worried about right now. Everybody got a short-term memory. We're gonna talk about 2018 though. What does RJ Payne have in store for the people in our Lord's year 2018?
Man, listen, we got so much going on, man. Matter of fact, this month we're gonna be hitting y'all with Murder in Less Than 60 Seconds Volume 2, hosted by Lord Jamal once again.
Okay.
That'll be late this month. I'm not really sure the date. I'm gonna say around the 20th, but y'all definitely getting that this month. And we currently working on the big thing, man. That's my I don't want to call it an album, but I'm gonna just call it a nice independent debut, man. It's gonna be special. Okay. We got Lord Jamal kind of narrating it. It's called My Beautiful Payne. The names on it, as I told you before, I'm gonna make the debut right now. Ain't nobody really heard this except for now, besides my team. So
let's go.
Yeah, man, it's official. We got the big homie Sauce Money on the album. For those that don't know who Sauce Money is, do your homework.
Yeah.
Right. So we got Sauce Money to start it off.
Oh, that's fire right there.
Bars.
I see the look on my man's face right now.
Bars.
Already, man.
Yeah.
Right. All right. So we got Sauce Money. We got Lord Jamal. We got production from Pete Rock. I said, yeah, that's official.
Yo, that's Mount Rushmore right there.
Yeah, man. Like, I gotta repeat that. I got production from Pete Rock on the joint, man. I feel crazy to even say that, man.
Oh, that's fire right there, yo.
So, all right, we got. Thank you, man. So we got them 3. You got the big homie Albie Shaw. Like that. I don't even know how that. God is amazing for that one, man. Like that's
I was gonna ask how that popped off. Because I saw the Instagram post, and I was like,
you showing love.
The brother just reached out. Yeah, he just reached out, man. Like I was just doing everything you was talking about. I was just working, doing what I was doing, and randomly I'm going down my timeline, just checking to see what's going on, and I say I'll be sure has now followed you. I'm like, man, get the hell out of here. This ain't real. So, I go click on the page and it's official. So, I immediately DM him like, yo, thank you. I'm a fan, blah, blah, blah. And he hit me right back, man, with the realest message. He was like, brother, I don't know what you got going on. He was like, but your life about to change, man. And ever since.
Oh, that's fire.
It been getting crazy, man. Yeah, and that's I'll Be Sure, man. Like for those that don't know, please do your homework, man.
Yeah.
I think. Oh yeah, I got another one for y'all too, man. I got the big homie Yuck Mouth on there. Shout out to
Oh,
the
okay.
band, the Moonies.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I don't really like to do a lot of features. Yeah, I don't want to do a lot of features, man, but I think this is a special situation, man. So I think the creator put it in my hands for a reason. So I'm gonna take advantage of it. And the last one I'm gonna leave y'all with, man, I'm gonna take it to the battle rap side. You got the homie from URL that's running shit right now, my homie Tay Rock.
Yeah. Okay. Nice. Oh, yeah. Tay nasty. Okay.
The project is crazy, and other than that, everything else pretty much produced by my homie PA Dre, my homie Blade, and my homie Aesthetic. Other than that, that's it, man. A lot of powerhouses. But you know, it's crazy because it's a couple of features, but the way we got it lined up, it don't seem like it's a compilation. It still feel like an album.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah, that's dope. Man, like Sauce, like he's somebody that we grew up just loving, you know, his pen, the way that he just got down, like, you know, it's just that's crazy.
Right.
And
I mean, one that's unsung, man. Sauce, no doubt, man, but he wanted to be nicest.
Flow like a heat wave, bitch. Whips right into them shits they beat slaves with.
Yeah,
like, what?
We always gave him props for sure. We were kind of mad that he didn't, you know, enjoy some of the success that others, you know, did with the whole rock thing. So it's good to kind of see him whenever we can. So that's dope, man. That's dope.
Yeah, man. And what's crazy about the Sauce Money thing, the Sauce Money thing was as weird as the I'll Be Sure thing. Like I had did a cover of one of the Sauce Money joints. I think it was the pre-game joint. If y'all remember, this was probably like a couple weeks back. This before the tape came out. And I rapped on the Sauce Money joint, and everybody kept atting him. And the next thing I know, he commented like, "Yo, son is fire," talking about me. So I was like, "All right, let me reach out." DM'd them, same thing. Yo, I appreciate the support. So like I waited a couple weeks, and I was like, you know what? I'm getting ready to start the promo for the project. Let me see if I can get a couple drops. You know, I'm just saying from the people that was already showing support. So I reached out to Sauce for a drop. And Sauce was like, I can't really do the drop for you, but I can give you 16. I'm like, yo, all right, say no more.
Say no more.
Wow, that's great. That's man, F a drop. You know,
right. And what's crazy is
16
all of these names that we said, man, no money exchange. Not a person asks for one single dollar, man.
That's love.
It's amazing to me.
Gotta love that, man. So salute to everybody, man. Pete Rock, I'll Be Sure, Yuck Mouth, Sauce motherfucking Money. Yo, yes.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
In the sticks, eating salmon croquettes and grits. Yo, pregame was my joint, yo.
Facts.
Yeah. Man, so what's next in terms of the murders, man? I mean, are we because I see you exploring a little bit, like some of these beats that you pulled out here lately. I'm like, okay, like you get it's easy to kind of go, you're like, okay, like I want to make sure I get some of the staples. I saw you do that, like all right, some of the ones that people, you know, are, and then now I see you kind of expanding. I'm like, yo,
the bridge, the bridge joint. Yo, me and Vaughn got hyped when we heard that joint.
That was one of my favorite joints, man.
Oh yeah,
but like you said, go ahead.
No, I was just saying. No, I agree. That's one of the dopest instrumentals. So and then you did what you do. So
that's love, man. Like it's like he said though. Like I'm really just trying to now. I'm kind of trying to make it special and trying to make sure everything that I hop on now is a little different or something that you probably wouldn't expect. So, you know, expect the unexpected at this point, because I'm starting to, like I said, I found a little pocket, man, where I feel like I could damn near rap to anything. So over these next couple weeks, y'all gonna see something real crazy. Like I dropped 2 today. I dropped 1 earlier. Like you said, we got the Black Thought Love early this morning. Then a little while ago, we got the Casanova Love. That's 2 in 1 day. So I think I'm gonna chill out for the rest of this week, probably till like Thursday, and I'm gonna give y'all 2 more, man.
Yo, nice. that Casanova record, man, that's gonna get a lot of people in trouble, man.
So we need that record though. Woo! We need that record right now.
That record rough. No, I get what you're saying.
Look, Phil, I don't want to be nowhere where they play that joint, yo.
I'm gonna tuck mine in. You're like, Like,
I don't even want to be at the grocery store if they play. I don't want to be nowhere they playing that play, yo.
You better have all black on when that joint come on too. Though. Don't have no kind of colors on. You know what I mean?
That's one of the meanest joints in
But
a while.
Y'all know why I feel like that though. That
Yeah,
record feels so powerful though, because
Yeah.
the music is such the opposite.
Right.
Like it's a crazy record, but it really, for the people that never got to hear MOP,
Yeah.
man, this is that vibe. This is that vibe right here. And I think that's why it's so scary to these new cats, because they never felt this energy. For us, this is like, man, this is what we need right here.
Yeah. No, that's true.
Hey, Vibe, remember when we saw it? Remember when we was at the car and we saw MOP in the height of Annie Up?
Yeah.
And Billy jumped off the stage.
Yeah.
And handed the mic to the boy to say the lines, and he kind of hesitated.
Yeah.
And we said them for him just out of fear for his safety. He was like, yo, we don't out of
the show.
Classic moment.
Yo, the classic, but yeah,
now that energy is missing a little bit. You saw it kind of return a little bit with the Chicago scene, kind of some of the energy that they brought. It was raw, and it was it just very visceral, like you could just feel it through the speakers. But it's good to kind of see like Casanova, like he's kind of expanding. So yeah, I was like I said, I want for Dude to have as many hits as possible. Like I really like the energy he brings. So but yeah, that's a mean record.
Yeah.
That's a tough one. Yeah, he got one for sure.
He definitely got one. I was gonna ask you, like, as far because I got a laundry list of beats. I'm like, yo, I be listening to it. I'm like, yo, this dude rapped off this, like, like no. So I'm like, so you said it's 2 next week. So like, all right. So scenario when the album starts to really take off, because it will, and will the murders continue? Is that something that's always going to be like a staple, or is that something that's going to start to fade as?
Man, I can tell you one thing: unless I get signed to a major, which is not what I'm trying to do at all, and they put a block on it.
Okay,
I'm gonna get them murders till I decide I can't do them no more, man. Like I'm just getting warmed up with them. They ain't going nowhere.
Okay,
that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I mean, you kind of establishing that as something that people are knowing you for. So it's only a matter of time, before just it continues where people just like, oh yeah, that's So yeah, that's a nice little niche to have, though.
Yeah, you start to get to the point where that's your.
About it. Go ahead.
Like, yeah, no, I'm saying you start to get to the point where the Instagram freestyle is yours. That's going to be like your thing. Like we was talking last week when like people say like, yo, can you Xerox that? Like they don't even say can you copy it. They're gonna be like, yo, do one of them Payne joints, or like it's gonna be that it's getting to that point, like where it's your thing. Like so, and that's a testament to you in the level of quality that you bring to each one.
Thank you, man. And that wasn't even the goal, but like I said, as I'm realizing exactly what's happening right now, it's like I can't be a nice guy in every area. Like I like to just be so cool and just humble, but I'm realizing I can't be humble and cool in every situation. So when it comes to stuff like that, I'm with you. I'm trying to corner that market. If you think of freestyle or bars on social media, I want it to be known that's my lane. So you're gonna have to really go crazy if you want to jump in that lane.
No doubt. Own it.
Yeah, like that.
Right.
Phil, you had a couple more questions, man. I got a couple too. You wanna kind of knock out the other ones you had?
Yeah, man. Yo, I wanted to know, like I know this project is on the way. You kind of tapped on it. I was like, I know typically what starts happening when you start getting buzz like this, you start getting calls that you don't normally get. I wanted to ask, have you got one of those calls where you was just like, yo, like I can't believe this person is calling. I mean, like, I know you said I'll be sure to hit you in the DMs and everything, but have the phone call started yet?
Yeah, like I said, it's it's been some ones that's out there that I can't even just talk about yet because it's not time. But I can tell you one thing, man. When you sitting down and you just penning you penning some bars or you figuring out your next move, and Pete Rock send you a text and he like, yo, matter of fact, he just send you the googly eyes and the word nigga. And I'm like, what is this? And he's making reference to the last video I just dropped on Instagram, and his next words is, I'm cooking you something special right now.
Yo.
Bruh, like I can't explain what that feel like, man. Like I can't explain, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, I
can't explain. Like that's it for me. Like every time that happens, I gotta keep looking and reminding myself, like, this shit is for real.
Yeah. Now you probably had to screenshot that and save that and just kind of just look at that a couple times.
Yo, you know what's crazy? I never took pictures. I never, wanted to take basically have a time capsule, but I'm doing that now. Every comment, everything look good. And I want to see it. I want my kids to see it.
Right.
I just want I want to basically enjoy this moment, man. That's what I'm doing. I'm enjoying this.
That's
shit.
right,
smart.
Man.
That's smart, man. Yeah, you got to.
So many people they so on to the next thing that they don't enjoy the moments. Not I'm not saying never rest on them and always strive to elevate and be better, but appreciate things as they happen and take the moment to enjoy the things as they happen.
And that's so important, bro, because listen, the last time I was signed, when I was signed to Def Jam and I was on MTV and all that shit was like a blur. It was like the quickest nightmare that you can ever think of, only because I never got to enjoy it. You know what I mean? I never got to reflect on it, never took a picture, nothing. So this right here, this is like Disney World. Oh, man, I think my phone about to die, fellas.
It's okay.
Yo, we got it. If that, and it did.
Spain. Nah, we will definitely catch up with him again. I mean, he's someone that's a friend of the show. He's someone that we will continue to grow with as far as just promoting and just checking in with him. So I mean, I think we got what we needed from.
We got exactly what we needed, because always when there's smoke, there's always gonna be fire, baby.
That's right. Philmatic, just let the people know again who we talked to today, how they can actually get in touch with his music and him, I guess.
Absolutely. On episode we'll eventually, I guess, end up being episode 173 of the Tissue to Tape podcast. We had RJ Payne. You can reach him on Instagram. It's probably the best place to reach him at I am RJ Payne. And if you haven't seen my man at work, go on Instagram, look at the hashtag murder in less than 60 seconds, and that'll tell you everything you need to know about why he's been on here twice in less than 60 days. Because
nice.
It's real. This is an MC doing MC work, and that's the highest compliment you can get from us, because MC's MCing is all we ever asked for.
Yeah,
I mean, all that other shit is cool, but beats and rhymes, metaphors, punchlines, metaphors, meta 5, 6s and 7s, all that. That's what we in this for.
Like Jizza said, man, stop running up on niggas with all that whack shit, talking about you MC.
Yes. All these niggas God. Yeah, that's our favorite shit.
But salute to everybody that's checking us out, man. We got a lot coming from the Tissue and the Tape crew, from the War Room Sports Podcast Network family, from Show and Prove, the Heat Holders,
365
on the couch with the Wilsons, you name it.
Faculty first, we deep in. And shout out to the homie, man. The homie, the guy who did our Gandhi did our new intro.
Yeah.
If you listen to the to episode 171, which is part 1 of the hippies, You heard the new intro. The joint is fire, and we definitely feeling like we back. You're very soon. By the time you hear this, you should have already heard episode 172, which is part 2 of the hippies. So that means you heard diced watermelon slices. So yeah, I mean, more fire from the homie.
Yeah.
And
yeah, man. Salute to DJ Rick G's, man. The other heat holder out there holding us down, and
yeah, man. And I want to give a shout out to all the artists that been commenting on the posts. Who we featured their music in our best of the year. So that is like definitely want to give a shout out to LaKaylee 47, Shy Stimuli, Static Selector, Skyzoo, David Banner, David Banner, especially David Banner, man. Had a dope little mini convo with Banner. Hopefully we could get him on here. So big shout out to the big homie
Del P.
Del P, always, you know that's family. Shout out to my life coach Torre, who always
shows love.
Always shows love, man. And shout out to him for trying to lead us in the to the right path of healthiness in that healthy lifestyle. I'm hitting up Payne now, letting them know we all good.
But yeah, just keep rocking with us, everybody. We definitely we're gonna get back to our regular format. 4 women, the most beautifulest things we saw in our stereo side chats. So everybody just continue to rock with us. Be on the lookout for tissueandthetape.com. And man, we get this merchandise. Don't be shy.
Oh yeah, yo.
Definitely get dipped.
Oh yeah, and for even though she's only one human being in the physical, she has the power of 4 women. Shout out to Oprah. Oprah. It's the world is yours. I mean, it been yours. I mean, shit. Who am I telling?
Yeah, it's been ours for real.
Yeah. So we just letting you know. We appreciate you blessing us with your presence. With the Golden Globes.
Shout to Stedman too.
Oh, living legend.
Hey man. Hey, look, the GOAT.
Yo. Michael Jordan moved his statue to the side of Chicago to put up Stedman joint. Stedman in that joint, like.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
Yeah. Yo, the best bag man in the business, and I don't say that as a diss, yo, because I would,
what,
Oprah had on chandeliers at the Golden Globes last night, yo.
Yeah,
literally, like her earrings looked like they was hanging at the Waldorf Astoria. It's the illest thing I've seen in quite some time, yo. Them, like, yo, she's the GOAT, man. Like,
Phil, I before we go, I gotta get you on record. We always talked about this before,
You need me to drop bars? I'm ready. No, what's up?
Anybody that's listened to our show over the past, few years, they know we hold this weekend in sports very high, with all the college basketball that goes on, all the NBA basketball that goes on. But definitely, I know it's not cool. I know we're on the outside a little bit. We call us whatever, sellouts, whatever. Fine.
Suck it.
But NFL divisional playoff weekend, man, it's probably a part of the best weekend in sports, pretty much.
Yo, this is like the NFC Championship, AFC Championship, cool.
That's cool.
But this weekend right here,
these 4 games are normally they tend to be the best 4 games of the year.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give my picks. I want to get your picks, and then we'll get out of here.
So. Last year, the Dallas Green Bay joint. Mm-hmm. Last year,
one of the best games ever.
Yeah.
2 years ago, same thing. 3 years ago with Dez and the catch, not catch.
Mm-hmm.
But all right, starting with Minnesota and the Saints. The Saints visiting Minnesota. I got the Saints, man. Who you got?
Your boy Kamara, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like my old head said, I'm about to sell these and get me a new Camaro. I think the Saints got the perfect balance of run pass.
Mm-hmm.
It's really going to be a matter of if they could get to Case Keenum. He's one of the most accurate passers. I think he was only behind Drew Brees and Brady, as a matter. I think for completion percentage. I know he was in the top 3, but regardless of that, they gotta be able to get to him and at least they at least got to get one turnover, because Minnesota, they're gonna be hyping their home field with the potential to possibly play the Super Bowl in their home stadium. I got the Saints. I'm gonna say 23-17.
Low. I had it a little bit higher. 31-23 Saints.
Okay.
Let's go to the AFC real quick. We got the Steelers, who it feels like they haven't played in like a month. But we got the Steelers versus the Jaguars. I got the Steelers, of course, walking away with this one in Heinz Field. It probably won't be that high of a scoring game. Probably, I'm looking probably at 27-16. I don't think the Jags do too much on the scoring tip. What you got?
AB's back. Ben Roethlisberger's still alive. What? Ain't no more to it. Jacksonville can't score points. Like even if the defense makes some plays, which I think they will, they're going to be pretty fired up. They're playing with house money, because they so young, they don't know no better. I think they're going to make this game closer than it should be. But at the end of the day, Jacksonville's not going to score enough points, and the defense of Jacksonville is only going to be able to stop Roethlisberger and them for so long. So I got the Steelers in this joint 31. I don't even think they can get 17 points, honestly. I think this is going to be close, and then in the second half they just going to run away with it. I got the Steelers 31-10.
Ooh, dang. Over under.
I can't see them scoring more than 10 points, though.
Over under on Jalen Ramsey penalties. We'll set it at 1.5.
Oh, he's getting 2 pass interference. If he's covering AB, yeah. And they say my man's they saying he all the way back. So and Le'Veon's going to be coming out the backfield. He's like a wide receiver. Juju's a problem. I mean, they really. There's no reason why these dudes should not be scoring 40 points a game. Like, seriously. Like I don't know why they don't. Honestly.
Yeah, one of their early losses was to Jacksonville, and Jacksonville took it to them. So maybe
that's not happening. I don't see it.
All right. But the other game in the NFC, a lot of our brethren's beloved Eagles, your hometown, team, so to speak. The Eagles, they have they got the task. I mean, this is probably the best scenario for them. They got the Atlanta Falcons visiting the Link this weekend.
No, this was not the best case scenario for them, because the best case would have been to have if Atlanta they needed Atlanta to lose. That would have been the best case scenario for them.
I don't understand why. And then what?
Because if Atlanta loses, then they would have got the Saints.
Yeah, they don't want that.
I think they match up better.
Nah. I mean, if you're gonna tell me that the weather's gonna be nasty and the Saints are a dome team, they're playing outside, then and then it's gonna affect them a little bit. All right, I'll
that's exactly what I'm telling you.
Okay,
but
Atlanta's in the same boat. It maybe even worse because it's Matt Ryan and it's not Drew Brees. Like I'm not scared of Matt Ryan at all.
I'm not scared of Matt Ryan too, but I think they're gonna give him a heavy dose of the running backs.
If you ask the Eagles candidly behind closed doors, off the record, who would they rather play out of the teams that were in the mix for them to play, whether it be the Saints, the Rams, or the Falcons? I think most of them would have wanted to play the Falcons. That's probably the best case scenario, right? The Falcons can be iffy. Like nobody.
I mean, that's true. You don't know which Falcons team you're going to get.
You're on a road. They had to travel to LA and then they got to come back and travel to Philly. Like like all those things matter. For a team that's already kind of iffy as it is.
I don't know. I think they feel some type. I think they still got a sour taste in their mouth from.
They should.
Oh no, the taste is still there. That Tom Brady, is still there. So, but they play like they got a chip. So that's the team. And then they kind of felt disrespected, because they are the defending NFC champs, but they were definitely not being treated like the defending NFC champs all season. And they didn't, and to be honest, they didn't deserve it. But I think they're the most experienced team left in the tournament in terms of like the most players with the most playoff experience.
Yeah.
Sans I'm talking about in the NFC.
NFC, we got you.
Yeah. So
when you think about it, man, this was the Eagles' year, man. No Rodgers, no Cowboys, no Russell Wilson, like three teams who essentially nobody would really be too confident if the Eagles had to face them. This teams made the playoffs.
This is the best. And don't sleep. That other Atlanta you're talking about could still show up and they could still blow it, and the Eagles could still win this. But judging by what I saw from Nick Foles the last week of the season, and the way Atlanta was jumping around on defense, this might be a grand opening, grand closing. This will be in Foles we trust.
I got the birds, man.
Unless I see a lot of Jay Ajayi.
They're not running the ball.
I know, and that's a problem.
But I think they can make the game a little bit ugly. The defense start flying around. I got the Eagles in a close one all the way down to the wire. 31 to 30 Eagles.
No, man. I think this one get a little. I think they both gonna get a little tight. They gonna get a little tight. Play a little close to the vest. I don't think this gets. I don't think one team gets above 20. I got it. 17-20 Falcons.
Can't wait to play back the tape on this. Last one, Patriots. This is a no-brainer here, but Patriots versus the Titans, man. Titans, one of the worst playoff teams in the past 8 years to actually make it. A lot of people.
The other time they made it.
Yeah, man. What do you think here?
Are you kidding me?
I think they beat the brakes on them pretty early.
Brian Hoyer gonna be playing. Brian Hoyer takes over under on him taking more than 4 snaps in this game.
Nah, I think Brady probably takes all the snaps. That's just how they roll. But I got the Pats.
They feeling some type of way. They getting they making up bulletin board material. Yo, I see this one getting ugly very early.
Yeah, 34-10. Titans.
Unless the Titans can do something crazy like force some turnovers early. That's the only thing I can see. But they're at home. It's gonna be 8 degrees. Brady gonna be out there looking cute. You know, you can't touch him.
Yeah.
You know, Gronk gonna be out there pushing off. Can't touch him. And if you do touch him, he's gonna DDT you. You know, oh, that's pass interference.
so what's your score, man?
A lot to a little.
All right.
There's, I mean, pick one. 34-6.
That's generous.
Yeah, they might get 2 field goals depending on what the win look like, or they'll score a touchdown and mix the extra point. You know, Titan style.
Yeah. But yeah, everybody, thank you for rocking with us. We definitely wanted to again give a shout and a big thank you to RJ Payne for joining the illustrious group of individuals who have been on Tissue and the Tape twice.
Two time.
Razkaz, Sky Zoo, Torre, Mickey Fax,
and Roy Burton.
Roy Burton, Wendy Day. Yeah.
King Shamps.
Yeah, King Shamps. Del P.
I just talked to King, man. You know, they doing some things, man.
Yeah, and now they got it going on. So again, salute to Payne.
Yeah. It wasn't a good day for Tobacco Road. This is we didn't have a good weekend, yo.
Yeah, but I think that makes things just a little bit more interesting.
No, it does. It does.
It's nothing worse than when you got the team that's like 12-0 in the ACC and everybody's kind of just behind. And, you know.
Yeah.
It's
gonna make our games a little more meaningful. Man.
Yeah, I like the turmoil. Like I like when they lose a couple and they look kind of bad versus Boston College and Virginia Tech. That when they've won, that's what's happened. So I like that. So
when it's money time, though,
yeah, when it's repping time,
it's still those shades of blue. But until then, you know what it is. Work for the money. Live for the love, die for what you believe in. This is Tissue and the Tape. Please respect heat holders.
Respect heat holders.